Okay, so this sounds pretty much like the first part, just faster. And the thing that changes is your left hand is not just going to play this, but you will play 6 notes for every chord. Actually, in the notes, it is written down that you just play this on the 4th chord, but I never do that. I just play 6 notes here as well. But if you want to play it perfectly right, then you have to leave away this last note of the 4th chord. Okay, and then you just add the right hand exactly the same as in the intro. Okay, until here. And you just combine that with the left hand. So you play the 4 chords twice. Now I think the beginning and everything is fine. If you learned the intro, then you can play that as well. The only tricky part is again when you play this D and B. And it's gonna sound like this. So you play this D on the 4th note of the 2nd chord. And then you start with this B on the 3rd chord. Okay? Alright? Okay, and now the main difficult part starts. You will play this. Until here first. Okay, so first, basically what you do is you play this. Okay, that is the main, you emphasize those notes. And in between, you will always play something different. First, you start by playing A and C in between this E. So like this. Okay, you stay on this A and C for the first 4 notes. Okay, then you play this. And in between, you will play G and B instead of A and C. Okay, now it gets a little tricky. Now you'll play this. And in between, you will first play E and A, like so. That is only gonna be for the first 2 C's though. As soon as you go up to D, you will change from E and A to F and A. So like this. Okay? And now, for the last notes, it gets even trickier. You will start on D and G first, and then you will play D and G sharp. So it will sound like this. I actually even switch not only to D and G sharp, but to E and G sharp, because it fits to the last chord. But if you want to play it like it is written down, play D and G sharp. Okay, let's listen to that again. Okay, now the only thing is that when you start playing this, you leave away this first E. Okay, so you just play. You leave away this very first one, but just in the very beginning. And that's because it comes in right after this. Okay, because usually when you start on the first chord, you would start with E twice, up to F, back to E. But because you start later on the first chord, you just play one E. Okay, so you start to play this on the fourth note of the first chord. This is where you left off. Okay, now until here it is all pretty simple. You just play note by note. And now when you switch to this, or this, whatever you prefer, you won't play this. You won't go up all the way to G, but for the last chord you will just play E, B, E. And that is also why I switched to E and G sharp, because I think it fits better than this. But whatever you prefer, play D and G sharp or E and G sharp. So again. Okay, if you're still struggling with putting both hands together here, try to just look at those upper notes. Okay, now you will play this up here. And I bet this already sounds familiar, just like you played earlier. Only now you will play this. Okay, this is the first thing you learn, and that is again the notes you emphasize later. Okay, now at the beginning, the notes you will play in between stay the same. For the first, for E, E, F, G, you will play A and C in between. Then you go down to D, and again you will play G and B in between. Now watch out, you have to play D, D, E, G. Okay? Then you jump down to C. And now you won't play this and then switch to F and A like before. You will play F and A in between right away, like so. Okay, so again. And then you play this. And you will play E and G sharp in between. This time you'll actually play E and G sharp, not D and G sharp. But you'll just play B once and then go up to E. So it will sound like this. Okay? Okay, altogether it will sound like this. Okay, and now the left hand will change for the first time. First, you play the 4 chords normally, like this. And now, instead of starting on the first one again, you will play this chord. This is F major. Yes, F major. After the last chord. Of course, in the same pattern as all the other chords. F, C, and then A up here. And you can remember that by just looking at the last chord and then just going one note above that. Okay? And then from this chord, you jump down 2 notes to D, A, and F. Okay? And then you play E, B, E. But this time, you will play it longer. You'll play it first 6 times and then another 6 times. You'll basically just play it for the length of 2 chords. And it will sound like this then. Okay, now it switches to this different chord progression. And the final chord. Okay. Okay, so let's listen to all of it with the intro before that.